Hi, my name is Kyle Eastin, and with the LSU App, I worked specifically with the homepage and the directory. In addition, I also helped connect the map, the agenda, and the calendar together to the homepage.
My name is Triston Lamonte. I worked in the events calendar section, and I co-headed the data acquisition portion.
My name is Tallitsch. I headed the data acquisition for most parts of the LSU App. I gather the GPS locations that would be put into the Google API, along with researching what events will be going on and putting that into a readable format for the events calendar. I also assisted in some miscellaneous functions in other parts of the app.
My name is Jared Davis. I worked on the map section of the app, along with understanding the Google Maps API and the implementations in order to go to the map.
The LSU App will prove to be an invaluable resource to LSU, attracting visitors, and helping current students here at LSU. However, one of the downsides would be the maintenance that is required to keep the LSU App up to date.
Our vision is to improve upon the now unlisted LSU App by adding in new features and providing students with a friendly interface. The most important part of this app is the Google Maps integration, which will direct any student to where they need to go. This is vital for incoming freshmen who are unfamiliar with the campus. We also plan to provide links to the LSU site, including MyLSU and the overall directory.
Now, while the idea and the product may not be wholly unique, it would be a great benefit to LSU's student and faculty base, as the one that's already in place has a lot of problems with it and is not very user-friendly. Other campuses already have much more advanced versions of campus apps than what we have currently in place. The main demographic we're going to be shooting for is 18 to 25-year-olds who want to enroll or are already enrolled at LSU campus. There are approximately 31,000 students and 2,000 faculty members. When assuming at least 90% of these people have a smartphone and can actually work this app, there's going to be approximately 30,000 users of the app on the first serve. The market risk is that people will not move on to the app. They will either stay with the previous one or use neither one entirely. Low usage of the app may make it cost more than it's worth, or LSU may take it down entirely.
As of right now, we are only making an Android prototype. We are using the Android Studio IDE in order to implement it fully and test it to its abilities because it has a built-in emulator and it functions just as if it were on a phone. Later on, we will, after implementation of the Android one, we will hopefully make an iOS version as well, and Xcode has similar capabilities. In order to implement a fully functional map scenario into both of our apps, we planned on using the Google Maps API that implements a fully functional map and handles its own memory and handles all touches associated with it, all inherently inside the app. Various risks we kept in mind when implementing the Google Maps into our app was watching out for memory leaks mostly, considering it is a very memory-intensive API that we implemented. And also we had to keep in mind making sure that it did not crash whenever we reload it from a standby state. The use case helped us determine that we also wanted to have some implementation in our code that allowed us to get from an event to show that location directly on the map so that they could easily be able to know where to go.
The domain model really gave us a sense of size of what our app was going to be, whether it be too large or too small for us to handle. It also showed us how everything was going to be linked to one another, and what we didn't see at first is how the map was going to be integrated to each piece.
The UML class and interaction diagrams helped us envision the order in which an average user will interact with our app. This assisted us in designing the UI for the app.
Directly from the home screen, we wanted the user to see 5 things. First, we wanted them to see the map so that they could go directly to the map in order to see all of the various buildings around campus. Then we wanted them to see the event calendar and their own personal agenda so that they can look at the events going on around campus and then hopefully put that onto their own personal agenda so that they can organize it as they will. Then they wanted them to see an information directory for all of the various organizations and various buildings around campus, such as the UCAC, so that if they need to just be able to reach them, it would be much faster than having to go searching for it on the internet. And also, we just wanted to have a quick link to my LSU.
And taking a greater look at the homepage on the LSU app, you can see it has links to 5 things. A link to the map of campus, specifically with Google Maps. It also has the links to the directory. It has a link to my LSU. It has a link to the event calendar. And it has a link to the agenda. The My LSU button off of the homepage is just an easy and accessible link to My LSU. It makes it easy for the students here at LSU to access the website. In clicking the directory button, the user will be taken to the directory page. The directory page specifically contains many links that the average student here at LSU might be able to find helpful. In clicking the link, the user will be brought to the website of their choosing. Of these links, specifically the LSU email, academic calendars, and Grok database would be very helpful to the average student here at LSU.
The section of the app that I worked on the most was the events calendar portion. We wanted the user to be able to see an entire month's worth of events. But to do so, they have to select a specific date. And whenever they do, they see an entire day's worth of events. We also wanted the user to be able to write straight to their agenda from the calendar.
The system sequence diagram helped us to understand how the user would interact with the system, specifically with the agenda for us. It helped us to understand how we wanted the user to interact with the agenda, what we wanted displayed, and how the user would interact with the specific modifications of the agenda.
The agenda provides a dynamic note section that allows the user to add in their own personal schedule or the events they have chosen.
Whenever the user is on the agenda page and their list of events are displayed, the user will be able to click the list of events. The user will be brought to Google Maps, specifically the location where the event will be taking place.
Click on the map section. we wanted you to automatically go to the War Memorial Tower because everyone knows where that is.
As you can see, the LSU app has all the makings of a very successful application and can help prospective students as well as students here at LSU on a daily basis.